Alrighty, so I was using this stuff. It's the stripping paste. I figured this would be good for underneath. But I saw they had this too. It's a stripping gel. Now, this one says strips multiple layers. This one doesn't. I assume it's the same stuff. So today we're gonna try the new stuff. The plastic that I used last time in the last video, I put that on to see if it stayed wet longer, eat in more. This is the area where I had it, and honestly, I don't think it did much better. I guess it kept it from drying out completely, but I don't think it ate any farther than the way I was doing it. So today, I only got about an hour to mess around today, so I figure I'd come down, put that on for a half hour, see if it eats any different. If not, see how much we can scrape off. I'll also tell you what things are working for me and what aren't. Okay, obviously I bought some disposable brushes for putting this shit on. I bought this big scraper. You can see here, I gouged, getting aggressive, I gouged the gel coat a little bit. So you have to be real careful with that. It works good if you're slowly just peeling off a layer, but when you get down to the nitty gritty, you can mess things up. Broke the blade. I got new blades for this, but I bought this at Harbor Freight. I found if I angle it this way, I mean this way is good for getting the majority of it, right? This way, you're not forcing it too hard and you're less apt to break the blade as quick. So, I have a variety of razor blade scrapers that is working. I sharpened the hell out of this putty knife, and this works pretty good for getting a lot of it off without hurting the gel coat, without gouging it. And then when I get most of it off with this and this carefully, I go in with one of these razor blade scrapers, and then I get the rest. So, enough talking. I'll put together, hopefully, getting this stuff off of this side, and then I'll speed it up. And you can kind of see the process that I use. Leave comments if you have ideas that might work better, because I have a whole other side to do still. Or, you know, if you've done other things, if anybody's watching this has done this before, if you have any ideas for me on a different product. Okay, so I'm going to get at it. I'm going to put this stuff right in this other bucket here. There's a little bit of the old stuff. I'll use that up, dump some of that in there. It shouldn't react, right? Same stuff. Safety glasses. No safety glasses. Okay, so it's been, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes. It's working on something else. The stuff I just put on, I think that's set longer, and some of it seems like it's starting to dry out already. So I'm going to put a little bit more on, I'm going to put plastic on it, and then I'm going to scrape it after work tonight. So maybe 9-10 hours from now, we'll scrape it off. We'll see what that does. I'm only doing a top layer, so I'm not, you know, going all the way, because a lot of it's on the ground. Probably should start from the inside, but it's easier to learn from the outside first on this side, so that's the logic. I was to give out any tips on using this stuff and stripping this stuff, get some booties for your feet, because if you have any pets, if you get the stuff on your feet, your dog might try to eat it. It's not good. So I've been really paranoid about bringing my shoes in the house every time I'm down here working on this. I keep forgetting to buy some protective footwear or foot plastic or something. Okay, we'll let that do its thing and then we'll come back to it. Really don't want to give it standing rigging. I found even if it dries out a little bit, you still usually scrape off what's been interacting with the stripper. It's a little harder. Well, here we are after about a week of floor work, after work, part of one weekend. We got almost one side done. There's the camera here. So, let's see, we got these blisters right here. Looks like they were patched up a long time ago. Had to have been a long time ago. The guy got it from, had it 7 years. This paint job pretty much has been on there for 7 years, so at least 10-year-old repair, right? I got one little section under there. I knocked it down a little bit with that drywall sander, but it really doesn't eat very good. Yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm almost to the point where, like this stuff here, I'm just going to sand it with my random orbital with the vacuum cleaner attachment, and Tyvek suit, mask, try to be as safe as possible. Stuff's toxic. Okay, yeah, and just so you know, so far I went through well, 1, 2, 3. One of those is full. I just bought another one, plus the pail. So I would say 4 of them jugs for one side on this boat. It's 26 foot on deck, right? So give you guys an idea how much to use. Did I use it as efficiently as possible? Maybe not. It all depends on how thick you put it on, how much plastic you put on, how quick you get back to it before it starts drying, all that stuff.